There we go. Take it away.
In the top right is the world's favorite cheeser. He always keeps us on our toes and makes me want to wake up in the morning. It is Haas. Is he on a team? Are you
J team?
J team?
Yep. It was like a CTC team, I think.
Okay.
J team.
Yeah.
At least that's what Wikipedia says. So,
Yeah,
and
right.
in the bottom left, playing for the Gin Green Wings, he is the red Protoss player, loved by all, but especially by GGE Mini. It is Trap.
Yeah. You say it's pretty standard, Grant, but I would tell you, oh wow, look at this with the start. Now, I will tell you a few things about PvP that maybe you're not aware of. I will say Death Aura, the #1 cannon rush map. It is an incredibly strong map for cannons. Incredibly strong. And I would love to see Haas go for it. If he knows how to cannon rush on that map, it is at the top. Nexus first coming out as well, but I will tell you, Death Aura is like, I've talked to Dano and all the top cannon rushers. They think that is like the best cannon rush map in like a very, very long time, multiple seasons of map pool. Now, this actually is somewhat standard. Not completely, of course. But Nexus first is something I see player like Rail does basically every game. He's going Nexus first every map. Gate expand, also very common these days in PvP. Now, the thing is right now with the new battery, it's actually kind of hard to punish this. Now, I love that we don't see Trap going for like a pylon in the bottom and then not scouting. We see the insta-scout. I would love to see like an 8 Adept build from Trap, something really aggressive, but we'll see how he responds. I'm excited to see how he responds to seeing it so early.
Yeah, I mean, the ball is in his court right now, right? Haas was never going to be able to hide what he was doing. Trap is always going to scout when he plays against Haas. So Haas has gone into this with an idea. He has just a couple on gas right now. Pylons going down at home. We have no proxy pylons here from Trap, and I think it would have been a little scary if Trap had gone, right, I'm proxy roboing for this to be held. But so far, it looks like it's double Stalker here coming out of Trap as well.
Yeah, so maybe we'll see some Stalker aggression. It is one of those things where the gateways are in front. They could be getting poked away. And it's just so interesting to me, because we talked about it before, where there's one thing about scouting, and we do see the Stargate going down. There's one, part of it is scouting it, and then part of it is actually knowing how to handle it. How much does Trap see Nexus first? I'm sure he sees it some, but it's still, you're kind of, maybe you don't know the exact right response yet. When we see only 2 Stalkers from Trap and then the Oracle, it's not going to be actually a big gateway pressure. And, can he see this Nexus?
Yes.
No, he did not.
No. Oh my god, he was millimeters away. Now we do have a couple of Stalkers out from Haas here, so he'll be feeling pretty safe. He's getting a battery here in the front just to complete the wall, which is kind of cute. It does leave the battery a little open, I think, but it's not too bad. And are we seeing any tech yet out of our Taiwanese Protoss player? No. So he really needs to get like a battery at home pretty soon in his main, because, actually, first blood there going for Haas, catching one of those Stalkers. That's a pretty big pickup to get things going.
Yeah. And, it's so tough he didn't scout that base because you don't really know. And we do see the Twilight, the shield battery coming down. I like it. I like the Twilight response as well. The first Oracle's still not out yet. And we do see Trap going for more probes. But the thing is with Nexus first is it's only, 7 workers at this point in the game. But even if the worker count was very similar, even just mining from your natural compared to not mining from your natural, you're mining a lot more. So this has been an incredibly strong opening for Haas, and I think he's in a beautiful spot. I think he's going to go for a fast third with this Twilight Council, but we'll see what he decides to do.
He's got his units pretty well split up here. Moving a couple of Stalkers up to the main could be problematic, because literally a second or 2 behind, they do come back down. Now there's Oracle taking a lot of damage, and it's important to keep the Oracle alive here because it offers so much utility going forward. We have Trap with a couple of Adepts as well now, looking to slide on by and possibly find some damage. Stalker warp in the main. He'll probably stick around in the main just to make sure things are safe. And so far, all things considered, Haas, he's finding 2 workers.
Yeah, this is a beautiful spot. And his tech, you have Blink versus someone who's on... Right, and we see a Prism coming out, probably going to be just trying to drop the Adepts, and Adepts shading in, probably going to try to line up with the Oracle. Adepts commit to this.
I'm not sure that was the best committal. He forces a pull, which is nice, but he's going to lose maybe not perfect control there to kill the second Adept. No, he's going to get up into the main, isn't he? There's a couple of Stalkers here, though. So yeah, he loses 2 Adepts for, 1 worker?
Yeah, very nice for Haas. And once Blink finishes... what can this Oracle do? It is only 1 Oracle. Of course, as Haas, you don't know that. You still have to respect that it could be 2 Oracles diving into your main. And, the Forge is so much faster for Haas. He's got the better tech. He's got the better income. And yes, Trap will catch up in workers because eventually Haas probably stops producing workers. but you're just mining so much more for so much longer. Now, Trap, the superior player, yes. We'll see. Wow, a cannon being produced. Yeah, what the heck?
It's crazy, right?
He's scared. Maybe it's one of those things where he knows he was in a great spot. He felt like the only thing he was worried about was dying. We do see a pretty fast third coming in.
Yeah, 5:30 for the third here in PvP is definitely a good minute or so quicker than what you see as standard. Blink is up in 10 seconds, and that will mean Haas will be feeling pretty confident. He does have batteries where he needs them. Revelations have been nice, showing that our Protoss player is staying at home. And as my wonderful co-caster did say, a couple of adepts in this Prism getting ready to get dropped. What is the defense looking like? There's 2 Stalkers. The battery is here, of course, not offering much if the target fire is good. Trap's done a good job of scouting, but he's not doing a good job of punishing just yet.
Yeah, now, okay, we have the big decision coming in. Trap going for 2 more gateways instead of a third of his own. I would really like to see Trap. Okay, we do see a third going down eventually for Trap. I see him reduced it. So I was going to say, it's very hard to punish this as Trap. And I think you can get caught up thinking, oh, wow, look at that third. I got to go attack. But the worker count, I mean, Trap knows if this game goes long enough, he probably should be feeling good.
Yeah, the third is, of course, quicker here for Haas. His upgrades are much quicker. Zealot legs already on the way. He doesn't have any robo-based units just yet, I believe. Just 1 observer and 15 stalkers. He's going to start pushing out on the map. This is a lot of stalkers with +1. There's potential here. If he can just catch his opponent off guard. 2 immortals, a few sentries. No batteries yet. Stasis wards, though, are nice.
I love the stasis. He does see it with the observer, though. Now, does he see it? He's warping in these stalkers. He must see it. Killing these stasis is actually huge. I mean, this is so many stalkers, and this is actually the real strength of them. Definitely. I mean, there's only 2 immortals. I think he might even be able to just blink on these 2 immortals here. There's not many stalkers. Yes, Trap has blink. Now he has to cancel warp in 5 stalkers. And now, wow, what a move from Haas.
No +1 yet. There is a window here for Haas if he can manage to find the right angle. Guardian Shield does go up. It's definitely important to save units. At the other side of the map, those 2 adepts finally finding a little bit of damage. Oh, the Prism goes down, though. This is great. This is now aggression has been stopped. Haas has control at the other side of the map. He's up slightly now. He's going to blink into the main. Oh, what an absolute psycho.
Yeah, he has charged disruptors coming out from Trap. We didn't even see that. Now the Zealots coming in on the Immortals. The Stalkers are here trying to focus down the Immortals. Yeah, 1 goes down. He might even warp in more Zealots here. I'm a little bit surprised, but we see the fight. The Observer going down. A lot falling for Trap. And it's so many Stalkers. And it's hard to make a big mistake with this many Stalkers. You know, it's hard. This is a great army for Haas. And he doesn't even need to do anything. He's got that third base up. Trap's in trouble.
Yeah, and Disruptor's on the way here for Trap. You said that the Koreans don't like to make him. Well, he proved you wrong. First Disruptor is out. No Purification Nova's going just yet. Probe gets taken down, slowing down that third. Every second counts. Hassan's got his third. 12 workers on it already. You can see he's up 10 workers. He's been mining so much more efficiently. His army's a little bit lower tech, but he's adding on 4 more gates. He's adding +2. Wow, 4 more gates. Jesus. And no tech. Oh, yeah, okay, he has a Templar Archive.
Yeah, but man, I think he's going to maybe go for a +2 timing. Yep, the Prism coming out, Chronoing out +2. I mean, all these gates. And he's right. He can find a bit of a timing here because Trap is not mining. And Disruptors are good, but in low numbers, they're not that good, especially versus heavy blink Stalker. I mean, it's hard to get a money shot versus Mass Stalker. And Haas senses it. He's warping in Zealots across the map. I mean, it's looking amazing for him, but it's still going to come down to the fight. Can Haas take the right fight, the right engagement? And he's coming in again with a lot of Stalkers. Now, the fight, the dance, Stalkers blinking on both sides. 2 Immortals here for Trap. Disruptors walking forward, disengaging.
Yeah, and I think this is okay for Haas right now. Sure, he has that supply lead, but he needs to wait for +2. Once he gets to +2, he's going to be able to get a pretty decent committal. He has a good amount of Zealots now. We're going to be looking at a good 10 committing to the fight. Force Field come in, but they're not actually complete. Purification Nova ends up hitting actually some of Trap's units. This base, is it really going to get cancelled again? A lot of these Stalkers pretty beat up. Purification Nova coming out once again. He blinks forward. Oh, it's a pretty big hit, though.
Yeah, okay. Big mistake from Haas there. Thinking there was maybe either just 1 Disruptor left, or I'm not sure, that he could kill it. Does not kill it. The shots land. More shots land after that. And now Trap has not only does he have a supply lead, his army is so much bigger.
Yeah, that's stronger. A lot of dead Stalkers. 20 Stalkers and 16 Zealots have gone down this game to 4 Stalkers. Sure, 2 Disruptors went down, but 20 is a lot of Stalkers. Dark Shrine when behind. Dark Shrine, Haas knows it. He's getting Observers to try and keep the vision game. And I think right now, if you're Haas, you have to turtle. You can see he's going to throw down batteries. He needs to try and keep himself alive to rebuild. And here comes Trap.
Yeah, I mean, it's 6 Disruptors, or 4 Disruptors out now for Trap still. But disruptors make it so the stalkers can't really fight. They have to dance. They have to blink away. And there's 2 immortals here. It's not just disruptors. The army is so strong here from Trap. And really, there's no answer in this Haas army. It's just stalkers. We do see disruptors coming in eventually from Haas. I mean, that's the right move. When you're on this many stalkers, you do have to go to disruptors usually. We do see some Colossus in PvP, but disruptors make a lot of sense. And, I mean, I think Trap is also a bit scared, but he doesn't realize he doesn't need to be scared. Now we have DTs coming in, being warped in on the south side.
Nothing
There's
here.
no cannons yet. There's no cannons anywhere. There are observers, but there's no cannons.
There's one observer, and it's currently on the other side of the map.
Okay.
These DTs have so much potential, but how brave will Haas be? Of course, he doesn't see what we see. He's going to be able to get the council most likely here on the 4th base. His 4th base is going down. Going to commit a little bit here to getting that. Try and trade out a couple of stalkers and probably just blink away. But now workers going down here. The DT's shredding through the natural middle line. No cannons. Observer on the way. But there's a lot of dead workers right now for Trap. And this is what Haas needs to stay into this game and to keep moving forward. Whilst he catches up, he's splitting all of his DTs in separate directions, knowing that that robo is producing. Oh my god, we're going to be seeing easily 20 workers go down here.
Yeah, I mean, it's 4 DTs out all over the map, and these stalkers have sniped the 4th base, as we saw. DTs are such a nightmare to deal with right now. Observers coming out, but they're still hard to kill. And now we see the worker lead. And he's going to kill the 3rd base here, Grant.
No way. That's such a big pickup. And now the economy massively, massively swings in Haas's favor. Behind this, his own disruptors. His +3 is halfway done. +2 not even finished here for Trap. Trap a little bit supply blocked. Haas has the supply lead. He's up 20 supply, and it is all in workers. He doesn't want to commit to fights. But this is nice from Haas. I like what he's doing. He's fighting as the slower disruptors tried to catch up. And then blinking away. He can afford to trade more than Trap can right now.
Yeah, now
23 dead left.
The one saving grace at the end of the day when the dust clears is that there are disruptors. And it is hard to kill someone with a lot of disruptors. Like, you know, when it's disruptor versus disruptor like it is right now, yes, we're up to 23 workers from Haas, which is a massive, massive amount. 3rd base not even mining. I mean, look at the incomes. I was telling the tale.
Yeah.
This is going to get really bad for Trap. But we saw the other engagement with disruptors win well for Trap. And disruptors can make 30 supply lead disappear very quickly. So
yeah, definitely.
Looks like the answer is going to be a lot of charge lots to make maybe a lot of chaos, tough engagements perhaps.
Yeah, and if you go for the charge lots and they charge, you can end up doing a little bit of friendly fire here on your own charge lots, your own zealots and archons. Archon count right now I think could end up being pretty important. There are none for Trap. Haas only has 1, so it's really not going to mean anything at all. I'm completely wrong. But the zealot count very high here from Haas, and we have a flank coming in here.
Yeah, big armies on both ends. There are 8 disruptors. Big disruptors. Oh, there's 8 disruptors. They're all here though, and there's a huge zealot archon in the natural. The engagement, both disruptors go down. Trap getting a good engagement here, but I'm worried there's so many charge slots and archons tearing apart these bases. Haas has so much money in his bank right now. If he's able to just get a few warpins in, I still like it for him.
Haas is currently up 50 supply. He's going to take down the natural, and GG. Haas takes game 1 against Trap. What the fuck?
Wow. I mean, the DTs. The DTs. I mean,
DTs, man.
You know, what's funny is that it was good for Trap. It was good for Haas, really good for Haas, and then it was really bad for Haas. And then he somehow turned it around again. I mean, like, once Trap got that lead, he took that big fight. He really just needed to go attack the 3rd base. He would have won the game. But, you know, he chilled, and then Haas somehow found his way back in. And if you're Clem, I mean, not to mark on anybody's play, but you got to be rooting for Haas to take this series, don't you? I mean, geez.
And now I'm canning. You said something in the last series at the beginning about this map and a certain build that can be very strong on it. And I can see myself as a pure dedicated cannon rusher starting to get a little bit hype. I can feel the adrenaline going. Please, Haas, I'm going to message him. No, I'm not. There is a possibility, you know, Haas is the king of the cannon rushers, some may say. Sorry, Turkey Dano. Sorry, Grim Reaper. Sorry, Cripsale. But he's certainly very, very good at it. We have go-go's, guys. We are in the lobby. Canning's here. I am here. Currently, Haas leads versus Trap. I want to see the chat as this happens because I think this is mad.
You know, it's one of those things, too, is getting that first game. And I'll tell you as well, maybe it's all of mind game where game 1, Haas opens Nexus first. Gets it in Trap's mind that, look, I'm not just going to cheese. I'm going to go Nexus first. And now it's kind of the complete opposite. It's lining up for it. It is. It really is. Now, does he know about this cannon rush? I mean, he has to. I mean, this map, even versus not top players, you face cannon rush on this map just because it's so common and so strong.
Do you get it much on the Korean ladder?
What, cannon rush?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get cannon rush a fair amount. Although I actually pretty much every time I get PvP here, I cannon rush. So.
Yes, this is why I love you. This is why we were meant to be.
So I really hope he does it. And it is a tough map. I played stats just a few days ago in one of the ESL Cups, and I cannon rushed him here. And it was very close. It was just seconds away from him losing. He did beat me, of course. So I'm a little bit tender topic. But these Koreans, I don't know how much the top Koreans see it. I mean, SOS might bring it out. But we will see if Haas.
He's not going to do it. We've talked about this so much right now. He's going triple Nexus before this.
Yeah, I mean, God, I'd love to see Trap pull it out. But like we were talking about, getting that game one, you're kind of so relaxed now. Not relaxed, but you feel like you have a game to get crazy. You have that game. Now, I got to tell you, I don't know if Trap knows.
It's not happening.
You should be seeing a chrono on this Nexus if it was happening.
Yeah, it's not happening. In the top left here, representing J-Team, he is leading in the series from Taiwan, the Blue Protoss. It's Haas.
Probe going across the map.
No.
It isn't happening. Grant.
No.
In the bottom right, we're going to test out his cannon rush defense. It is Trap. Wow. Jin Air Green Wings. Now, this is going to be something. This gateway is actually not that... This is actually really trouble for Trap right now. This gateway positioning, this wall, all we're going to see Haas, we're going to see 2 pylons produced right next to this gateway. It's going to be a full wall, I believe. If he knows what he's doing, we're going to see a full wall on the ramp. Trap's going to need an instant forge. We're going to see how he responds. Now there's 200 minerals. He's going to look for it. The pylon looking to block it. The pylon, beautiful pylon from Trap. He knows about it. He's controlling it. He knows it's a cannon rush. This probe timing, there's no doubt about it.
It's too obvious. And already this is very good from Trap. He's managed to block off the most natural position. He's already patrolling on the low ground. Second probe coming in though. And with the cannon rush, the first wave is not it. It's not the be all and end all. Oh, here comes that full wall. Yep, there we go. Full wall is down. Pylons up on the high ground. You can see second gateway immediately cancelled. There's no forge yet. Zealot on the way.
I'm really scared for Trap still. It looks really good for Trap, but it's actually very scary. So many probes off the line, not much money. Oh my god, he cancels it. He could have gone in and got that cannon. Now a re-wall. There should have been a forge here from Trap. You really need a forge on this map. If he kills this probe, though, he can do it. Now, okay, he gets rid of the high ground vision. That's going to be good. Now, he is going to trade. Yep, and he's going to get this probe.
Probe goes down.
Wow.
That's GG, surely.
There is one more.
Another probe coming across the map.
Wow.
Now, score not yet done.
Right, the probe will be able to get, but there is enough gas for a Stalker, and once the Stalker comes out, it should be good for, and the full wall. Love this move from Trap. Yeah. He doesn't have enough money for the Stalker yet. Now he does. Doesn't have a chrono.
Oh, the mineral walk.
I love this probe pull. Unbelievable.
GG.
That was unbelievable because that looked really bad for Trap to me because you really, I think, I've talked to some of these top cannon guys. You really need a forge on this map to defend, usually. If the Protoss player plays it right. Now, a beautiful patrol on the high ground from Trap, but, that low ground wall came down. Haas messed up that low ground wall. You only need 3 pounds on the low ground, which is what makes it strong, because you're able to get that low ground, and then all it takes is 1 cannon on the high ground, and you're on the Nexus, and then it's just game over. If the cannon's on the high ground, it's over. So
I'm looking at chat, and I see Talda, and I see Turkey Dana. They're going to be so disappointed.
Yeah, that was actually it was a beautiful spot for Haas. I mean, geez, I was honestly pretty sure Trap was about to lose that game. And he holds on, and that's a sigh of relief because, you have that annoying game 1, and then just like that, you're back 1-1. It's kind of nice.
And a quick update from the A stream, guys. It's already in chat, so I don't feel I'm spoiling anything. Raynor played Maru. Raynor 1-2-0. He is 4-0 through his group. No problems, no sweat.
Wow.
That
These
is
kids,
impressive.
Man.
Yeah, kids. Bloody kids.
Grant,
honestly,
how come us old guys? How come we can't win something big? It's only the kids getting the glory.
I know.
Why don't I see Grant in DreamHack Masters Europe? It's just not fair. It's just not fair.
I know. To be fair, I can kind of rush better than Haas does. So.
I mean, God, I was. We didn't think it was going to happen either, because usually you do insta chrono with that Nexus.
Chrono, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Haas had his own little take on it there. And I know that low ground, you can 3 pylon wall, which is devastating. And he had it. I mean, he kind of messed it up, really, but wow. That was something. And now here we go on Everdream, the final game. And I don't think we're going to see any Nexus first. I mean, this map, you do see some fast expands on Eternal, but this map, a little bit more punishable, a little bit more chaotic. And wow, I'm excited.
Maybe a 1-gate expand, maybe. But I wouldn't be surprised to see double adapt, double gateway openings out of both of these guys. And then maybe like a proxy Stargate, I think is really good on this map because you can go like perpendicular to the bases really easily and get those pylons down. But we're getting into it, guys. 1-1, Trap versus Haas. We are in the loading screen. Okay, let's get into the game if I can press the right buttons. Because in the bottom left, representing Jinair Greenwings, he defended the cannon rush. What's he going to have to defend against this time? The blue Protoss player, it's Trap.
In the top right, he keeps my heart racing. I'm rooting for another cannon rush, and it looks like he's going for it again.
Are you having a laugh?
I mean, this guy, he kind of had it. It is Haas. Jesus. I can't believe it.
Do you, how does he sit down is what I want to know. Okay,
now,
no, it's gate. What is this?
Maybe he's fake cannon rushing?
Yeah,
possibly. It's the only thing I can think. Maybe he's going to hope for like a forge created or something. Maybe he was thinking there's going to be a Nexus first. I have no idea what I am watching right now. It's instantly... Oh, yeah, this is just a fake. Definitely a fake.
Yeah, it's definitely a fake. So we can see another probe already pulled off a line. Haas right now, this is good. Sure, he scouts a little bit early, but no, he's completely fake at the cannon rush. Look at all the workers being pulled behind this. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Nexus go down in not too long here for Haas. And this is exactly what he wanted. Okay, Crap knows now. He pulls all his workers back. He's definitely sure. But
it's such a fun... Yeah. Is the Pilot going to finish?
Brain.
No. Okay, good.
So
we did see Trap was going to pull all of his workers if that pylon finished. He was about to... But when you're facing someone that's a cannon rusher, sometimes you're not sure if it's fake or not. And you are in this line... And then you think, oh, that's fake. It's too late. And then they throw down 4 cannons and you lose the game. So you have to respect it. I still think this is good for Trap. He didn't. Okay. I think if you're Haas, you're kind of looking for him to make a forge or really panic. He didn't really panic. We still have 2 gates. We have the cybernetic score. And since there was all that fake shenanigans going on, Haas, only 1 gate at home. So that's where we are right now.
It looks like he is going for that 1-gate expand, which makes me feel like maybe I'm a super genius. Adept coming out here from Haas. Of course, defending against double Adepts can be a little bit tricky, but it does look like it's going to be double Stalker again from Trap. 1 Stalker started off so far. Of course, everything a little bit later here because of that fake cannon rush, but it is double Stalker. And defending right now can be a little bit difficult. I think Trap is pretty aware of what's going on right now. Very quick Stargate here. Was that scouted? No.
But I will tell you, it's one of those things where if I'm Trap, I think it's proxy Stargate. And we do see his probe on the bottom side. Scatterground, because you see 1 gate, there has to be tech somewhere, and they're both actually going Stargate, which is interesting to me. So,
oh my god, can we get Mass Phoenix versus Mass Phoenix?
Oh no, don't do it to me.
Now, do it to him, boys.
Actually, do it to him. If it was, I think it would be good for Trap or Haas because he spent so much less gas on units. I mean, there's 4 Stalkers out. He is trying to get this Adept chipped away. I will say, so many more Stalkers coming out and a battery already in production.
Yeah, the battery was just to block the Adept. It would get cancelled.
Okay. Yeah, but
no, there is a battery in production.
Yep. Now, I am a little bit concerned for Trap taking a base that is so much later than Haas. I mean, it's so hard to know, especially because you knew it was a 1-gate expand. It could be a proxy robo. Could be something weird. He's made so many Stalkers, 4 Stalkers.
Why is there so many batteries going down right now?
There's 4 Stalkers going across the map, and Trap realizes that, it is Phoenix from Trap against...
Oh my god, it's Phoenix versus Phoenix.
But Haas doesn't know that it's Stargate, so he's going for a robo as well. Maybe Haas must think it's like proxy robo or something.
Haas thinks it's proxy robo for sure, yeah. He's massively overcommitted right now to walling off and getting batteries. Because he just hasn't been able to scout in so long.
Wow. So we have 2 Phoenix on the side of Trap, or of Haas, and we have 1 Phoenix into an Oracle from Trap. I mean, he's full walled, but he's canceling it. There's an Immortal. What a nightmare for Haas. What a sad mystery, because he was in a beautiful spot.
And now he comes in and sees the natural. He should cancel off his full wall gateway pretty soon so he can expand, because he really does need to. I really thought Haas was just going to go 1-gate, Stargate, expand, but these extra batteries, that's so much money that he's lost. The Nexus could have been down a good 30 seconds ago. Phoenix is continuing to be produced. Phoenix Immortal here. Protoss Mech, as I like to call it, from Haas. We're seeing Oracle. Is that a second Oracle? Yes.
Yeah, it is. You know what I think from Trap is that he's not bringing the Oracle across the map. I think he thinks it's DT. He's walling off his ramp with these Stalkers so no DTs can get in.
Oh my god.
Because he has not seen the air yet. Now, 2 oracles coming out in a weird, bizarre way. Maybe these oracles get worked by these Phoenix. I mean, once the Phoenixes are seen, the oracles are going to go across the map, try to find probes. But it's all going to come down to if the Phoenix can find these oracles before they do damage. Now they're going across the map. Oh, yep. They're going across the map, and now the observer coming out. He was waiting for that observer. The Phoenix is still being masked up from Haas, and it's actually going to be his undoing here, I think, once these oracles fly into the main.
Yeah, he needs to... Okay, he's going to fly in now. He sees that there's nothing on the natural. He sees the stalkers. He still doesn't see the gateway, the Stargate. And he really, right now, he needs to recall if he wants to not take a huge amount of damage. We're not seeing it coming just yet. And there's only 1 stalker and 1 sentry here. This is 2 oracles. There's no battery in the mineral line. Good night, goodbye to these probes. Huge amounts of them will go down. And I think right now, Haas is in a world of pain.
Yeah, this is even with the Phoenixes here. It takes so long to kill 2 oracles because Phoenixes are not good. A little bit of miss micro here. The battery's saving a few of these workers, but it's already 11 workers, 12, wow. Maybe a 13th.
On the recall to save it as well. Yeah. 19 workers to 31 right now. You can see actually Haas has even stopped producing. I think he knows he's in a bit of trouble. He's getting an extra gateway. He's making a zealot. I don't see how Haas comes back from this. He's going to have to find damage of his own. But of course, there's so much at home here. Well, there's close to so much at home here. Phoenix versus Phoenix, but there is a battery. Stalkers will come and reinforce. And again, no damage taken here for the blue Protoss player. You can't lose a Phoenix here, Haas. Okay, manages to keep that alive. But he needs workers. He's at 21 to 34.
Yeah, the one saving grace. Yeah, he's all in. I was going to say, you can whittle away workers with Phoenix. I've seen Roddy do it 1,000 times. But Trap's army is big. There are 2 Immortals versus only 1 Immortal of Trap. And now there is 1 battery on the low ground. It can be a Mega Battery. He's just going to supply block Trap. But again, Haas basically has to kill all the workers or find a ton of damage right here, right now. He's down 13 workers. This is it. This is who's moving on to face Clem. It is Haas Trap right into those naturals. Depth shading in. And we're about to have a fight.
And I can promise you, Clem is watching this broadcast right now, and he's going, yes! Like, he's praying for it. We can see the lift up into the main. This is a nice move here from Haas to try and slow down his opponent, try and take down some of those tech structures, maybe trade effectively against some of the units. Might be able to get a sentry or 2. Force field is nice here. Actually, force field's very nice. We're going to see a bit of an unloading onto the low ground. Might get a pylon here. Phoenix is immediately lifting up the Immortals, trying to get them down, but there's just so many Stalkers to take down the Phoenixes. I just don't think Haas has enough. Army supply 14 in favor of Trap, and that is only going to keep increasing here for the Korean Protoss player in blue. And I think Haas, unfortunately, will not be advancing. GG! Trap plays